Welcome back to Virtual STEM Club. Today we're going to be doing crafty kaleidoscopes, and we will be using a few simple items like a cardboard tube, a straw, and some cardstock to create our kaleidoscopes. You should have picked up your take and make bag, and in that bag will be all the items that we need to do our project. And just so you can see, this is what our finished kaleidoscope will look like. In your take and make bag, you're going to find a cardboard tube that has nothing on the inside, a bendy straw, a template with 4 circles that we're going to cut out, 3 pieces of shiny cardstock that's regular on the back and reflective on the front, 5 markers, and they'll be all different colors, a container of tape, and the other thing that you will want from your own house is a pair of scissors. The first step in our project will be decorating your tube if you choose to do that. So if you have paint at home, or you can use our markers that we provided, stickers if you have them, and just decorate your kaleidoscope up. Draw lines, circles, stars, however you want to do it, that's up to you. Okay, so just do that until you're happy with your results. And then I would set it aside to make sure the marker or paint or whatever dries before you use it. So we'll do that. We'll set our tube aside. For our next step, we're going to take our shiny cardstock and tape it together. But you want to turn the shiny side down on your surface before you tape it together. So make sure all 3 pieces have the shiny side down, and then you can put them together. Leave a little bit of space in between them. It doesn't have to be exact on all sides. And then just use a couple links of the tape to make sure they're secured together. Just like that. Once you've got the 3 pieces attached like this, you want to take your pieces and you want to flip the shiny side up, and then you're going to fold the outside pieces together to form a triangle. And that's going to be the inside workings of our kaleidoscope. So once you do that, you want to take a piece of tape, fold it into a triangle, and attach a piece of tape so that your cardstock holds the triangle shape. And if you need to put a couple pieces on each section, you can do that. And now we have a triangle that will stand on its own. Once you have your triangle taped up, you want to insert it into your tube. So you'll take your tube and your cardstock triangle, and you'll scoot the cardstock into the tube like this. If you find that it's too wiggly when you're putting it in the tube, but if you hold your tube upside down with your cardstock triangle in it and your triangle falls out, just take a piece of tape and tape it into the end of the cardboard tube like this to hold it in place. That way, if you do lift it upside down, it won't fall out. After you have done that, you want to take your bendy straw and your scissors and cut, about half the length of your straw right off. And you can set this aside for another project or throw it away. And then you'll take your bendy straw and attach it to your tube like this with a piece of tape. So we'll just take another piece of tape or two and attach the straw to the tube. And if you need to use a couple pieces of tape, that's okay. Just make sure it's secure because this is an important part of our project. All right, so that's what that will look like. The next step in our project is to cut out and decorate the circles for the end of the kaleidoscope. And you can do this one of two ways. You can either decorate them and then cut them out, or you can cut them out first and then decorate them. So whatever works for you. I'm kind of a messy colorer, so I'm going to start decorating while the circles are still attached to the extra paper. So what you want to do is just take your markers and make designs. You can write your name, you can make zigzags, you can make polka dots. The more color you get on your circles, I think the more interesting designs you're going to see when we attach these parts to the kaleidoscope. But do whatever kind of artwork on there that you like to do. You can do swirlies, you can do stars, just whatever tickles your fancy. Go ahead and draw those. And then once you get your decorating done, then you will cut these out. So just take your scissors, cut along the circle, and you want to do all four of them. And you could also, if you had some really interesting pages from a magazine or a coloring book or something like that, you could use this template to cut circles out of other things that you can find in your house. And once you've got your circles cut out, you want to take your scissors and very carefully, and if you need some help, find an older person or an adult in your house. And in the center of your circle, you just want to poke a little hole so that it will go on the end of our bendy straw. Just kind of wiggle your scissors in there till your hole is big enough. And that's what we're going to attach to our kaleidoscope and see how it works. All right. And when you're done, you should have at least 4 different circles with decorations on them for your kaleidoscope. What you will do is take your kaleidoscope, after we've finished it with our bendy straw on there, and just pick one of your circles, put it on your kaleidoscope, and I think that bending the straw down like this towards the bottom so that you've got more circle on the top holds it in place better. So again, you just take one of your circles, slide the straw through the hole that you made in the middle, and then you're going to look through this kaleidoscope and see what designs you've made. And so you'll turn it like this, and that's where the fun is. Interesting. Oh my gosh, such cool things you see, and when it moves, it changes the design. It's so fun. Okay. Thanks for joining us for Crafty Kaleidoscopes today. I hope you had fun and find many ways to change what you see in your kaleidoscope. We'd love to see pictures or video of your finished project, and you can email them to the address on the screen. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you next time.